Alright, finally in Laverton. Another cup of coffee for the day. Unfortunately, the boys are going home.
Yeah, I'll be sad to leave.
Yeah.
Had a really good time though.
Well,
I enjoyed it.
I'm glad you had a shitty time. Thanks, Col.
Okay.
It's been a pleasure.
Oh,
I'll see you on another shitty tour sometime.
To say goodbye.
Old Lang Syne.
Okay, thanks for another shitty tag-along tour.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'll give you a really good shitty review.
Yeah, just make sure it doesn't go above 1.3. I've got a reputation to uphold.
Okay then.
Have a shitty trip home. Bugger, on my own. Oh, shut up. Alright folks, here's the rub. Sorry about the echo, bloody hell. Len and Col have now left. I'm still here in Laverton. I've just been ginning around social mediaing and phone calling and touching base with people. With the 3-day lockdown currently in Perth, I suspect that that's going to get extended, which means that if I go home at the end of next week, I'm probably going to be into lockdown. And if it gets extended for 2 weeks, as I'm guessing it may well do, that means like at least a week of my 10 days off next week are going to be, the week after, sorry, are going to be screwed. So I've rung the boss, I'm not going home. I'm going to stay up here now. It's the Anzac Day, the 25th, lest we forget. And I'm going to stay up here and I won't be back home now until the 18th of May. So I've got about 3 weeks up here on my own. So I'm going to head north from Laverton for a week or so now on my own. Do a little bit of prospecting. With any luck, Perth won't go into an extended lockdown and I'll be able to get Mick up here in about a week's time and we can continue our prospecting adventure together. Wish me luck. I'm going to need it. Into the shitstorm we go. Alrighty, so as you can see I got myself set up. Some interesting looking ground here, lots of quartz and bits of iron and stuff in it. There's a bit of ironstone laterite gravel as well. Heaps of area here. I don't know if it's going to be of any use or not, but there's only one way to find out. I have to put a detector on the ground, eh? Well, as I sit here by the fire having my first beer, fighting off the flies on their last stand before the sun goes down. Bastard. I went out for, I don't know, hour and a half with the detector. One piece of foil before I go. How's the serenity? Well, g'day. It's the first full day on the ground here after I parked up last night. Had a quick look yesterday, didn't find anything. Just thought I'd fire up the camera because I've got a very interesting sounding target just here. So I'll put the camera down, see what comes of it. Wouldn't it be good to get my first nugget on film? Well, there you go, that's a wrap. Full day on the ground. Probably about 4 hours this morning, come back for a couple of hours, it's a bit hot. Went out for an hour and a half this afternoon. Not a skerrick. tomorrow morning I'm going to move up the road, see if we can find some better ground on this patch of pending lease, and see if we can do a bit better tomorrow, eh? While we're at it, I did some solar testing today. I know this solar panel up top is supposed to be a 120 watt flexible solar panel, but it's nowhere near 120 watts. Maximum I saw today was 50 watts. I'll just go through this thing. Let's see what we got. Freaking flies. Maximum 3 amps. 52 watts was the maximum my 120 watt solar panel pumped out. It's pretty crap. Got a new one in the shed ready to go on. That's 3 times more efficient. I spent a good few hours out there today with no joy, unfortunately. So tomorrow I'm going to move. I don't think this area is exactly right. I'm going to look for some better ground tomorrow, see how we go. So it's what, Tuesday tomorrow? So I've got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I will go back into Laverton because I'm going to need supplies. I'm actually roughing it really hard at the moment. But the news today is the lockdown finishes tonight, so it should be all over. But I've made the decision to stay now for another 3 weeks or something, so best to find some yellow, I guess. Anyway, until dinner's cooked, I'm just going to sit back by the fire and relax. Well, good morning. Tuesday today. Another pleasant evening last night. Fell asleep by the fire. Can't argue with that. So I got 3 full days to spend on the ground to try and find some ground that's actually going to pay off, because although there's a lot of rock here, there ain't no gold. So alright, let's get underway, see if we can find some more suitable ground to prospect, hey? Just checking out that ground where that shaft was. I'm not sure if it was a shaft or a well, but whatever it is, it's full of water. I'm guessing it was a shaft. Just thought I'd come up the track a bit, see what I could find, and just happened to find this tree. I know where to come if I need some spare slippers and a spare boot, but only a left-hand one. Okay, so I determined yesterday that my supposedly 120 watt panel on the roof ain't doing the job for me. I'm going to run out of power, so I have an additional solar blanket, 120 watt solar blanket, and just have a look at the differences here. So the fixed panel on the roof is pumping out about 37 watts, I think. Let's have a look. Bastard. So 38 watts. Alright, so now on the solar blanket, gotta wait for this thing to fire up again. That's pumping in 44 watts. So we now got both panels together. I'm pumping in 81 watts, but nearly 5 amps. So that should take care of my solar needs. Ah, well, there you go. End of another glorious day. Custer's last stand as the sun goes down in regards to the flies, of course. No gold today, again. So tomorrow, I think I'll move further down so we can find some better ground that might be more productive. Well, good morning. It's Wednesday morning. So I've got another 2 days on the ground before I have to head back to Laverton. Not having much luck here at the moment. Yesterday I went up there and the ground just run out. There's no mineralisation at all. Yesterday afternoon I went for a walk up this way, much better looking ground. The only thing I got was this big lump of manganese up there, and picked up a few hot rocks, but that's about it. So I don't think there's anything here either. So I'm going to head up the road a bit further, closer to Shane's Find. There's some old abandoned mines just up the road somewhere, so that might be worthwhile having a look at. And before I bugger off here, I might go put the drone up, because I got a nice clear view of that mine site that I flew the drone over last time from Shane's Find. That's only just over the back here, maybe about 1 kilometre. So I might put the drone up and see how that's changed in 12 months. Time to try and find some more ground. I'm a bit concerned because I haven't got a lot of track left before I end up off this patch of ground. Just all these abandoned mines everywhere. Well, it's deeper than it looks. Do the usual. Shit, that's deep. Well, a little bit of a drive to get in here, but I'm right on the border of this pending ground now, and have a look at the ground below me. It actually looks really good. I'm actually quite happy to find this type of ground, so we're going to go for a bit of a walk, see what we can find. Well, good morning. Thursday today. I've just about checked out every piece of this pending ground without any joys, so I'm going to sort of head back to Shane's Find area where we picked up some pieces before. I have a suspicion that there's a hill to the east of there, and I suspect that there's a small seam of gold, and it's been slowly breaking up and making its way down the hill. I'm going to check out the old mining camp that I found on the drone when we went to Shane's Find. It looked pretty interesting. Let's have a look and see what goodies we got, hey? Well, caravan's not doing real well, is it? Car parts, quad tyres. Pretty well trashed. Well, I've come across this old well, and she's a long way down. I don't know if you're going to hear this over the wind, but here goes the drop test. Water at the bottom. Well, I sort of found an old track. If I just get an open area, I think I'll camp up here. What's the bet? Piece of junk? Piece of foil? Or do we have some yellow? Target in that hole. This could be interesting. Oh, wouldn't that be nice? Finally get a piece on film. Definitely in the scoop. Are you kidding me? For fuck's sake. Well, good morning. It's a beautiful hour of the morning, just before the sun pokes its way above the trees. No flies. So it's shopping day today. I need to go into Laverton and resupply. I've been gone 10 days, 12 days. Decisions. Kalgoorlie or Alice Springs? First of all, we're going to Laverton. Well, I've done all my duties in town for the time being. Just trying to see if I can get out to a piece of land where I can run a detector over for a bit, but this is what WA is all about. Amazing. This would have been a happening place once upon a time. There's not a thing here. Holy crap, dude. Check that out. Well, welcome to both Friday and Saturday night's camp. As you can see, the weather's turned. Looks a bit dodgy. I don't think there's going to be any rain in it, but I put the awning up anyway. Got some firewood collected for a little bit later. Well, g'day. Saturday today. Woke up to a pretty cool morning this morning. Breeze was blowing again. But yeah, the clouds parted, the sun come out, so I got plenty of solar, so that's good. I've walked about 4 kilometres over ground looking for the elusive yellow, to no avail. I don't believe there's any here. I was doubtful when I rocked up last night anyway. Unfortunately, my new $250 odd headphones broke first thing this morning. 5th time I've ever used them, so that's not a good sign. All in all, the last week hasn't been very productive at all. Tomorrow I'll head into Laverton because young Mick's coming up from Perth, so we'll catch up with Mick in Laverton and then we'll spend a week or so together trying to find where this yellow is, because it's got me buggered. Well, you know what, folks? I'm out of goon. I can't find a nugget. I think it's time to retire for the evening, and we'll catch up with Mick tomorrow in Laverton. Hopefully our luck will change. Well, good morning, day 14. Just breaking camp. Slowly going to make my way to Laverton. Welcome to sunny Laverton. It's going to make prospecting a bit hard, ain't it?